Okay, so ano to, chapter 3. Ah, sorry, chapter 2 pang naputang na ko. Isa wait. Oh, paglayo kayo ang kuan. We're doing chapter 3. Ayun. Ayun. So, we're doing the chapter 3 of our session in Leaders Mentoring. And I'm hoping and praying that you could truly understood the mechanics, no, or the strategy kung unsaon jud ni. And I'm hoping and praying masabtan jud na to gayo because I will speak issues and also principles nga dili kayo familiar sa tuan. Most of us are not really kana bitong into it pagyud kay we are still in the process. But again, it is the topic about the law of relationship. And naay law ang relationship yun. Nagit siya iyahang kaugalingang principle in how you live your life nga naa ka sa relationship. Whether it is sa imuhang personal nga life or sa imuhang as a husband, as a wife, as a parent or as a anak, no? Najud tay ruling when it comes to relationship. Dili pwedeng di nato masabtan ang law of relationship because ang reason nga nung daghan kayo broken family in our generation and the reason why nga nung daghan kayo marriage nga nabuak or na broken nga marriage or um dili na functional nga klase nga relationship, it's because we don't know the rules or the laws of relationship. Okay, so tonight we will talk about the law of relationship so that we will understand ganong na malfunctioning sa relationship. Ganon daghan kay tao ga malfunction ilang relationship. Why is it that it happens to many of us? Dili lang tungod kay Christian ka or dili tungod kay lahi imong religion or lahi imong belief. But why is it many relationship are failing? And why is it a lot of relationship also are succeeding? So, usap pud na siya sa reason nga nung masabtan nato, what are the rules and what are the laws behind it? Kay kung dili nato na masabtan og ayo ang law behind aning kuan relationship, then what is relationship di ay giday tuod? Unsa giday ang relationship di ay? So, kana, sapod na siya sa tuang hinay-hinayon o kanang discuss. It's because it's very important by when it comes to relationship, no? It's very important as a wife, as a husband, as anak, importante kayo ang relasyon. Okay? Importante siya kayo ang relationship. Now, ready na bagid mo? No? Kay even gali ang face to face, they were very excited to the session yet it makes them realize a lot of things when it comes to relationship. But I'm hoping and praying that every one of you also realize a lot of things when it comes to relationship. Ay, diri day ko nga part day mag-adjust up. Diri day ko nga part day dapat na ko ni i-change ni akong approach diri ang assign. Okay, so sasad na sa tong isgutan pag-ayo again. Okay, so love relationship as I see it manggod, no, as I studied it manggod. So mo na siya. Ang uban is nasa inyuhang mga notes ha. Nasa booklet ang uban is wala. So katong mga naa dinhi sa slides nga wala sa inyuhang book, i-screenshot lang or isulat nimo kung kaya, kung kuan nimo masabayan ko nimo, why not? Pero kung dili kaya, screenshot yun ang pinaka the best para unya later pag ikaw na, then pwede na dayon ka kuan, pwede na din nimo siya isulat hinay-hinay. But this time, pinaspasay kita guys, okay? Pinaspasay kita. Now, a relationship involves two or more people in one ship, actively building a connection, working together with shared goals, and striving to grow collectively. Now, kaning nga principle, if you would allow me to discuss this gid og ayo diha ninyo, grabe kay ni ka deep nga principle because we have to understand that mura kag ang relationship is mura siya naa mo sa usa ka ship na siya, and then you are building active connections together with shared goal, meaning you are not just doing your goal, you are sharing your goal to someone. You are trusting someone when it comes to that goal. And that's the reason why this very moment, kung dili ni mo masabtan, that relationship involves two or more people in one ship. Like for example, family is also part of that relationship, di ba? And you as husband or wife, it's part of the relationship yun nga kinahanglan natong masabtan that you are into shared goals and striving to grow collectively, meaning kinahanglan ta magtinabangay sa insights nga mo grow kita together if this is relationship. Okay, relationship is not just about na kay uyab, na kay bana, na kay asawa, or whatsoever. Relationship should be understood nga naay i-build nga connection, no, na i-shared nga goals and striving to grow collectively. Sasad na sa itong masabtan nga in this law of relationship, kinahanglan magkinabangay, kinahanglan na i-share goals, yun dapat. Okay? That's the reason na amod that karon, it's because we are learning together. So, the law of relationship, natay ginatawag na the law of first mention. Kanang law of first mention, it means nga asa siya first na mention sa scripture so that we can go back to that kanang kwan ba, we can go back to that topic kung asa siya first na mention. So when it comes to relationship, it was the very first mention of that manggod is nasa Genesis 2. That's one of the first mention itong dapita is how to cleave with your wife. If you are a husband, if you're a man, how to cleave unto his wife. So the law of first mention is asa first na mention ang topic, no? Asa siya first gikuha. That's why when we're talking about tithes and offering and giving, it was not mentioned in the book of Malachi first. So we're gonna go back to the where the law of first mention. Asa siya first mention, and if mubalik na dito, it was being first mentioned in the book of Genesis, also in the time of Abraham. So right now, we are also going back to the law of first mention kung asa first na mention ang relationship. Okay? So, muning reason yan, nung dirita nag-foundation kapita. So, therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall one flesh. Now, I have to kuan kanang paningkamutan jud nako by God's grace nga magkasinabot ta ani nga verse. Number one, the word there is leave. Kanang word din ha nga leave, it means to depart or set apart. It means to leave, to set apart, or to the very hard part mangudinhang dapita nga word sa Hebrew is to abandon. It means nga dili but pasabot nga i-reject nimo imuhang father, imong mother. Ang meaning sa leave dinhang dapita or the word abandon is to shift opportunity, shift priority. Nag-shifting lang ta og priority. If you are a man, you are shifting priority. If you are a woman, we are just shifting priorities. It doesn't mean that we are rejecting our parents, but we are also pointing out nga nag-shift lang imuhang priority this time. Okay? So kung imong tanaw og ayo din ha and shall, see the word shall there, shall cleave unto his wife, meaning the word cleave there is to um stick firm or to stand firm or to go closely, to stand firm or to go closely or to pursue. Okay, it's the word to pursue. It means that kung imong tanaw ng technicalities ba, ngano man ang laki, siya man ang gipaduol sa bae, dili ang bae padulong sa laki. If ana nga reason pag masabtan nato na ngano man ang laki may moduol sa bae, ngano dili man ang bae may moduol sa laki, nga naman dapat na siya submission, di ba? Dapat na mo submit ni siya, dapat na nagid ni siya ika kuan ika dapat musunod gid ni siya sa akuha. Many of those preachers and teachers of the scripture is really they confuse the kuan ba the dramatic meaning of the word. Okay? So kabalo ko nga many people would always say nga wife submit to your husband, or pag babae ka you have to submit to a man, or you have to submit ana nga laki, but I have to um really emphasize the word cleave, meaning to pursue closely, to stand firm, or dihang dapita ato nang masabtan nga naman. Number one, nganong kinahanglan mo cleave ang laki sa iyahang wife, it's because of divine order. Meaning, ang laki man ang head of ang head, na siya gitawag nga headship kibali, siya man ang head. That's the reason why nganong kinahanglan siya ang moduol sa bai. Okay? So, diha na to masabtan nga ang principle of submission only happens when the man is in the rule of iyaha pong gibuhat iyang trabaho. Meaning, ang trabaho niya is kinahanglan siya mag-shift of priority, kinahanglan siya mag-shift of priority, and kana nga priority is ang iyahang wife. It's because tungod kay kanang you are creating another generation actually. You are creating another generation. And that's the reason why nga nung ginapa-focus kita din nga part sa tuang family. We are not rejecting our parents ha. What we are doing is nag-shift na gid ang priority because this very moment of time, kinahanglan nimo i-build ang another family. There's another relationship na kinahanglan ma-build. So, ingon din and they shall be one flesh. Meaning, dili pwede mo submit ang usa ka bai sa isa ka laki kung ang laki wala siya nag-cleave sa bai. There's no submission right there. Dili tungod kay gikasal mo automatic submit na dayon ang bai sa laki. No, it's a kwan ba? It's part of our hallucination when we don't know the protocol and the laws of relationship. Okay, if we don't know the law of relationship, dinita mabungkag permanente. It's because we thought nga pagkasal na mo, ang huna-huna ni mo, ay gibless na ta ni Lord kasi kasal na ta. You know what? We have to understand the rules here. The rules here is you have to leave. You have to abandon father, mother. Nga naman pastor, nga, kinahanglan man i-abandon. It's because the reason why we have to abandon, it's because naay tradition, naay culture, and naay ways ato ang mother o father nato nga dili siya applicable sa imuhang generation nga ikaw na sad ang mag-create og family. Kung giunsa ka pag-discipline sa imong parents before, you should not bring it. You have to abandon it. Kung unsay mindset sa imong parents before, you have to abandon it. And you have to cleave unto your wife, and they shall be one flesh. Meaning, dinhing dapita, you have to create new atmosphere again. You have to study again. You have to know how to build this time through the wisdom of God sa imuhang life. The love relationship is kinahanglan natong masabtan pag-ayo because you have to leave something in the past. You have to leave something sa unsay events and situation in the past that are no longer effective and functional sa imuhang life right now, and you have to be one flesh with that vision, with that person in your life right now. Okay, so when it comes to marriage, the definition of marriage is union. Okay, the definition of marriage is union. It means becoming one. You are one with the other. So, ambot pasabot ani ba, 1 plus 1 equals 1. Okay, 1 plus 1 equals 1. That's the formula. 1 plus 1 equals 1. It's not 1 plus 1 equals 2 or 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3. It's not the formula. The formula when it comes to relationship is 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 1. Okay, when it comes to relationship, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 1. Nga naman, Pastor, it's because of that what we call they shall be one flesh. Pag nanamoy anak, you will be called one family. Dili mo two family, one family. Lahi na din ang family sa imuhang parents, lahi na po di imuhang family. You have now one family. So that's the reason why na ay rule of relationship nga angay natong masabtan. You have to cleave unto his wife. It means sa kinahanglan jud ka mahimong one sa imuhang wife. Dili para mo submit sa iya ha. Dili para nga um dili lang para kay ay mosunod na lang ko sa akong wife kay siya may mas nakabalo or dapat ako jud yung masabtan og ayon sige dapat ako ang masunod kay ako ang lucky or dapat ako ang masunod kay ako ang bae. No, it's not dihang dapita gyud. No, I don't know if you can remember na mo na remember na ang woman gikuha siya sa rib sa laki. I don't know if you could remember that story also part of this verse wala sa ako ang kuan wala sa ako ang tawagan ni presentation, but I want you to remember the verse that says nga ang bae gikuha siya sa laki. Kay ang ilang definition is para daw dili taas ang bae sa laki and sa rib siya gikuha tungod daw para dili pud siya ubos o dili siya tamak-tamakan sa laki. So mao na ilahang definition before, but I want to give a a medical bitaw kanang medical perspective nganong gibuhat ni Lord nga gikuha niya ang bae sa rib sa laki. Now, ngano man tungod kay ang purpose sa ribs is to protect the internal organ sa sulod. That's the purpose of the rib sa atong life, to protect those internal organs that very important sa tua. Okay? So, meaning, sa tanan nga namin nyo, if you have a wife right now or husband right now or you're into marriage, no, I want to remind you that one of the purpose sa babae is to protect the internal things in your life sa usa ka laki. Why? Because they could see every detail sa imuhang life kasi they are one with you. So they will be the first person to tell you something that you don't like. So that's the reason why nganong ang ribs dili tungod kay higher or lower ang bae. Naay purpose ang woman nganong gi-create siya through the symbolic word nga ribs sa laki. Because one of the purpose sa woman is to protect the internal things in life. They have to protect those internal issues. They have to protect those internal things that men don't know, that men forgets. So it's very important to understand why sa ribs ikuha to protect the internal things or um, important nga mga issues sa life. Kaya dili nato laki makita usahay. Unay rason nga nung ikuha sila sa ribs. Dili tungod kay ay para dili siya higher, dili pud siya lower. No, na sila purpose. It's not high or low. It's about the purpose of the woman in the life of a man. So that's the reason why. So sunod pagid ani in that the goal is not to fight or flight in order to understand